The story of Balaam unfolds in the book of Numbers, chapters 22 to 24, during the Israelites' journey to the Promised Land. After being freed from Egyptian bondage and wandering in the wilderness, the Israelites grew in strength and numbers, conquering territories on their way. Their victories instilled fear among the neighboring nations. One such nation was Moab, ruled by King Balak. Seeing the vast multitude of Israelites camped near his land, Balak was terrified and sought to weaken them, not by military force but through spiritual manipulation. To achieve this, he summoned Balaam, a pagan prophet known for his abilities to bless or curse. The story is a testament to God's sovereignty, the dangers of greed, and the futility of opposing God's will. What unfolds is a remarkable story that showcases God's unshakable protection over his people, the dangers of greed, and the supremacy of his will over human plans. From a talking donkey to prophetic blessings, the story of Balaam is filled with divine interventions and lessons for all generations. Join us as we explore this fascinating biblical account of how God turned intended curses into blessings, revealing his sovereignty and the power of obedience in the face of temptation and greed. King Balak sent messengers to Balaam with rich gifts, urging him to come and curse the Israelites so that Moab might defeat them. Balaam, though not an Israelite, had a knowledge of the God of Israel. When the messengers arrived, Balaam consulted God, who instructed him not to go with them or curse the Israelites because they were blessed. As God said, "Do not go with them. You must not put a curse on those people because they are blessed." Numbers 22:12. Balaam relayed this message to Balak's envoys, who returned to the king empty-handed. Unwilling to give up, Balak sent a more prestigious delegation with promises of even greater rewards. Balaam, tempted by the wealth and honor, sought God's permission again. This time, God allowed him to go, but with a strict command to only speak the words he would give him. As Balaam journeyed with the Moabite officials, God's anger was kindled because Balaam's heart was inclined toward greed. God sent an angel to block Balaam's path. Balaam's donkey, seeing the angel with a drawn sword, turned off the road, crushed Balaam's foot against a wall, and finally lay down. Balaam, unaware of the angel's presence, beat the donkey in frustration. Miraculously, God enabled the donkey to speak, and it questioned Balaam for his mistreatment, saying, "What have I done to you to make you beat me these 3 times?" Numbers 22:28. At that moment, Balaam's eyes were opened, and he saw the angel. The angel rebuked him, reminding him that his path was reckless and against God's will. Balaam repented and offered to turn back, but the angel allowed him to continue with the warning to speak only what God commanded. When Balaam arrived, King Balak took him to several vantage points to view the Israelite camp, hoping to inspire a curse. However, Balaam could only pronounce blessings. In his first oracle, he declared, "How can I curse those whom God has not cursed? How can I denounce those whom the Lord has not denounced?" Numbers 23:8. In his second oracle, he emphasized God's faithfulness to his promises and declared, "God is not human, that he should lie, not a human being, that he should change his mind. Does he speak and then not act? Does he promise and not fulfill?" Numbers 23:19. Balak, frustrated, brought Balaam to a third location, but once again Balaam prophesied Israel's prosperity and dominance. Finally, in his fourth oracle, Balaam foretold the rise of a great king from Israel, saying, "A star will come out of Jacob, a scepter will rise out of Israel." Numbers 24:17, a prophecy later understood to refer to the Messiah. Balak, furious at Balaam's continued blessings, dismissed him without reward. Balaam reminded the king that he could only speak what God revealed. Though Balaam initially appeared obedient, his greed led him astray. Later in Numbers 31, it is revealed that Balaam advised the Moabites to entice the Israelites into sin through idolatry and immorality, which resulted in a plague among the Israelites as judgment from God. Balaam's actions ultimately led to his death when Israel defeated the Midianites. As stated in Numbers 31:8, Balaam son of Beor was killed with a sword. The story of Balaam is a sobering narrative about the conflict between human desires and God's will. It highlights the futility of opposing God's plans, the dangers of greed, and the importance of obedience. Despite Balaam's knowledge of God, his love for wealth and honor led to his downfall. His story serves as a warning to trust and follow God wholeheartedly, resisting the temptation to compromise for personal gain.